this is the Miata that we bought for the shop. Overall, pretty nice condition, no rust, anything like that. Very clean, spent most of its life in New Mexico and then came up here about 10 years ago, but seems to have been pretty well garage kept. Maintenance records on it seem pretty good. It's got a new clutch in it. They put in a new radiator. It's not really anything special, but it is kind of a nice aftermarket unit. Some relatively inexpensive headers. Not sure why they would have done that. There's no other real performance modifications to this car, and they actually do rattle against the tunnel a little bit, so we may have to do something to address that. So not really sure. There's not a lot to gain by swapping headers out like that, and they usually don't fail, the OEM ones, so not exactly sure what the motive was there. It does have alloy wheels from a early 90s Saturn SC2. Kind of unusual thing to put on the Miata, but that's what she came with. And it's got some of the classic problems, especially for a Southern car. The white paint just doesn't really hold up well. See little chips all over the edges of things. At first it looked kind of like door dings, but it's on all kinds of corners everywhere all around this. The hood has been repainted, doesn't quite match, and they did kind of a hack job installing it and actually dented the fender, which is pretty weird. They were kind of explaining to us that that's the way you have to do it, which I'm not exactly sure why they thought that, but they kind of made a mess of it. Interior generally is pretty clean. Got tears in the seats, pretty standard for this age of Miata. Looks like the cluster hood, I assume, cracked and they just never put it back on. Not too big of a deal. Dash has a couple of cracks in it. Again, sort of Southern car problems, which are annoying but would definitely trade for rust. So the moldings here are all cracked up. Seat belts are sun bleached. You know, so nothing too crazy. The rear end is not exactly my style. Kind of got like a panda theme going on here with the black trim plate and the clear tail lights. So we'll probably switch that over to stock. But overall, not too bad. This is about the state of where we're at in the Miata market right now. That $3,800 is about what you get. It wasn't. I don't think this was a bad price, but it wasn't exactly a giveaway. So it's pretty fair market value, I think. And really the only thing that's disappointing is that it does burn a little bit of oil. It smokes a little bit, especially when cold. So we're going to be doing some things to try and help take care of that. So this is just the overview, and then we'll have a whole video series coming on the updates and the progress from this car. So if there's anything that you want to see in any of the videos, any procedures, anything, you know, tricks, different things that we could try out. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments and we'll see if we can include it in a video in the future.